Hello everybody, welcome to today's stream. My name is Darius, Community Manager at ETS Software, and we have a special guest today, somebody you haven't seen before on this stream, totally new person, and we will interview this person, which was actually, I would say it was highly requested, judging by the previous streams, but yeah, you can introduce yourself just quickly with one sentence and then we will continue.
Sure. Hi everyone, nice to join us, nice to watch the stream, thanks for that. So I'm Maggie, I'm working on ETS Software as a game designer, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the interview. I heard I have to drive and I have to answer questions.
Yes, so while you will be picking the job, which actually that looks perfect.
I think that looks like
whatever that is perfect, never mind. So, so yeah, we might as well select that, whatever. I just wanted to mention the elephant in the room because we had some technical issues at the start or before the stream, and as you could probably see, the graphic was kind of mixed. It was like supposed to be ETS2, and there was like ETS2 in the corner up, and then like West Balkans promotion and everything. But we had to, because of the technical issues, we had to do some static noise. Oh my god, I hope it's fine. Hope is the audio okay? Test. Static noise.
Is it coming from my microphone?
Should be okay. Can hear fine. There is a little bit of static. Static noise? My mic? Oh no.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, you will have to do this by yourself,
Oh,
apparently.
no.
Yeah.
I interview myself.
Yes, you will have to ask yourself questions and...
Well, in the meantime, I can show the guys. I've been told that I can customize my truck that I'm driving. And I don't know if you can see in the stream, but my hair is pretty purple today. And so I matched my truck on my hair color. Yay, I have a purple truck. I'm looking forward to drive that one.
Yeah, that was a very good feeling. Is it better if I do this? If I put the magic box in here, is it better or no? Yeah, I know the static noise, but I hope this is better. Because I don't know, maybe it is better? It is better, really? Oh my god, I'm a genius. Look at that.
Wow, how did you do
Technical
that?
genius, amazing. Yeah, I don't know.
Where was it before? On the other side?
No, it was in my pocket.
Ah.
So maybe I have a static pocket, I don't know. But yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. So speaking of technical issues, and it doesn't seem to stop. But yeah, we are glad to have you here, Maggie, finally, for the interview and with the beautiful truck.
Yes.
We picked a great job. I saw that you selected something different, some different job, or was it the
it's
same?
the same, yeah.
Okay.
I was just looking around what else is out there.
Yeah, okay. That seems like a perfect job through entire Texas. But
And I'm excited about Texas also because Texas was one of the DLCs / events that I worked on.
yeah,
Since I'm game designer, I'm working on the events for the when a new DLC is coming out. I'm one of the people that is designing the events, and I'm very happy to drive through Texas because that was quite challenging, since Texas is one of our biggest DLCs so far that we brought out. Yeah, and it was the first big project that I think I had my hands on alone, so I was doing this quite independently.
Yeah,
it was very exciting.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like we wanted to play ETS originally on this stream, and I was thinking about it. Like, wouldn't it be better for you to play ATS instead? And somehow, Destiny intervened, and we are actually playing ATS. What do you know? So, yeah, it's a good choice. But yeah, you can if. I know it's a difficult job usually to drive and talk at the same time, but I suppose you can start driving and I will start asking you questions.
Okay.
Or more like It's not like
I
job
like the
interview or
shininess of the, of
Looks
the
good.
purple.
Looks good.
I really love it.
And it's a new VNO. Yeah, we don't forget, guys. Beautiful new VNO. But yeah, let's head to the job that we selected, and until we get there, you can talk to us about.
Where do I go?
Because you already briefly introduced yourself, what you are doing at SCS, which we will get to it. But the way we usually do things is we kind of like talk about the past, then we get to the present, and then we move to the maybe future.
Is there a reason why my truck is not moving?
Could it be because you? Could
It was moving before.
Is it moving with the keyboard?
No. Also not. I tried the E, but it just goes back on. My truck is not moving.
Technical issues? Any technical issues? Do we have any technical issues on the stream?
Okay, let me.
I tried
check
spacebar. Trust me, I just tried spacebar.
Is there anything that I should check on the keys?
Because before we started the stream, was it neutral?
Yes, it's neutral.
You are in neutral.
Yeah, it is in neutral.
But I pressed space. Press shift. Shouldn't it be the spacebar?
Shift. Shift works.
I thought it's the spacebar.
Maybe because I put it back to the default.
Huh.
Spacebar said something like
All right.
the parking.
More you know. Spacebar is parking brake default. Yeah, well, at least we fixed it, which, yeah, totally. Well, once again, I'm just gonna mention there are no technical issues on this stream ever. It's totally flawless. But yeah, thanks guys, thanks.
Yes,
but
chat
yeah,
is helpful as always.
Yeah, I suppose we can continue, or we can begin actually. We can begin with the actual interview. And as I said, first we can talk about the past a little bit. So about maybe tell us something about your history, about like where you were working before, what sort of education do you have, or something along those lines. Just basically what you were doing before joining SCS.
Okay, so that's gonna be a little bit different to maybe most of the game developers. So little background to me. I'm originally German. I grew up in Leipzig, that's east of Germany. Mm-hmm. And I moved with my parents to the Netherlands when I was 16, 17 years old. And there I finished my school. And then I chose to... sorry.
Nobody saw that.
Wait, technical issues. Wait, I have to go here. I'm already confused.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just distract the chat with something. Chat. Location check. Where are you watching us from, chat?
I see why. Sorry.
Distraction 101.
Okay, this is really weird because it doesn't go back as well. That thing doesn't work anymore. Because it doesn't do anything when I'm telling it. Doesn't go forward, doesn't go backward. We did test it until 10 minutes ago it was working. Not even kidding. Okay, this goes well. Do I have to go to the control maybe? Or should I just do key bindings?
Somebody says you are on automatic transmission.
How do I change that? I should change that, right? Oh, wait, sorry. That was
just go
menu.
to... We will do what we do every time. Just go to controls. Yeah, and scroll down. No, just keep it.
It's not this one?
Real. Just keep it real.
Keep it real.
Keep it real. And just go down, down. And drive and reverse. And now click reverse.
Okay.
And try it now.
No,
Did I
I think
fix
this
it?
was the problem.
Did I fix it yet?
Let's see
Do
what
you
that.
think that I fixed it?
Oh dear. Okay. Let's see. It's going back and it's going. It doesn't go forward though. But the back works. Going back works. Oh, going forward works too now. Okay, you fixed it. Thanks, Darius.
There we go.
So we pretend. Should we start again?
It's always the issue. Like in the studio, it's always the shifter settings are always the issue for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Okay. Okay, so where did I left off? Okay, so I moved to the Netherlands and finished my school there, and then I wanted to study, and I went to study, first of all, Dutch language, because I wanted to study in Dutch, and second of all, I chose to study psychology. So yeah, I enrolled in the Netherlands to study psychology. And I graduated, but there were some hiccups on the way, so I thought I'm not sure if I want to work for, or if I want to study so much more, or if I just want to start working. My original plan was, the dream for the psychology study was that I wanted to study neuropsychology, or like I wanted to become neuropsychologist, but that would have meant break still works. That would have meant another like 10 years of studying, and I was kind of done with that. I wanted to start working, and in the meantime, I kind of got to the Netherlands. I got some contacts in the Dutch Game Garden. That's an organization in the Netherlands that's helping indie studios. And they have this incubation program. So I was part of the incubation program. I got to know some indie developers, and then I worked for some of them in my free time next to my study, because I was curious about it, and it was cool. And then after some time, I graduated, and I made the decision I want to make the switch into game development, because I wanted to start working.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions. So first question is, how many languages do you speak?
I'm German, so German. Then I speak English, obviously. I speak Dutch, and at the moment I'm learning Czech, since I'm living in Czech Republic. I actually learned a little bit of French. I might have learned a little bit more French, but it was all school French, so I forgot most of it.
All right, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and at the university I had some Mandarin courses, but I kind of forgot everything about that as well. This truck is very fast and doesn't break.
Hey, it's a
easily.
new track. It's a new track, so has to be perfect. Even though it's purple.
That makes it better. Okay.
Is this the
these
job?
are the long ones. Yes, that's the job.
I think we're gonna make it like halfway through, but it's fine. It's perfectly okay. I don't think. I mean, driving through entire Texas would take.
So I don't have
like
to do any
4 streams.
parking?
Probably not. But we can always like teleport there, and you can do parking if you really want to.
Well, I think that I was parking plenty of times in previous streams. People commented on that you complained that I chose the easy parking, and then people said you are skipping parking altogether. So you should be the last person to complain. And I'm gonna remember that.
Fair.
And I have to pick it up.
That is fair.
Yes.
Blame it on me. Okay. Yeah.
So eventually, wait, let me check which one is it. Is it behind? It's behind. It's sneaky.
Oh yeah, we'll have to turn around somehow.
Let
So
me see.
no parking, but I guess this is gonna count
This
as
is a
parking a little bit.
fine substitute for
Yeah.
the missing parking challenge.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you focus
Thank you.
on this, and in the meantime we are actually going to do location check in the chat, okay? So chat, let us know where you are watching us from. Do we have anybody from Netherlands, anybody from Germany in the chat?
Say anyone from Leipzig?
Immediately the first person is Germany, and the second is Netherlands.
That's awesome. I feel almost home.
Arkansas, Colorado, Poland, Norway, UK. Yeah, pretty much all around the world. So as always, no pressure. No pressure. It's like we don't have international
okay.
community or anything. So
I don't see very much.
you know, I think this might actually work. It works.
Yay, I made it.
I don't know how, and I don't know how you're going to get out of there, but it
Well, I
did work.
have to get out of there because there's no other way
I wonder how much damage is it gonna do.
to get out of this.
Yeah.
No damage. I'm a pro.
There you go.
All
Amazing.
good. Somehow. Okay. And I don't have to do this again because I already picked it up.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Only 680 miles to go. It's a very.
How long? For how long is that in our time?
It would take like.
700 miles. How long? How long does
I
it take?
think it would take like 4 streams or something like that.
For real?
No,
No.
3.
3 hours?
3 streams.
No, never.
Yeah. 45. Somebody says 45 minutes. I don't believe you. 1 hour? You sure? Somebody says 1 hour.
Okay. Well, let's see how fast I am.
Mm.
Though we had so many technical issues that.
I mean, yeah, you can try to speed run it and get a fine pretty much on every corner, but hopefully not. All right, back to the interview. So I had the second question, right? And
Do I just as a question? Do I miss the information? Do I have to tell that I moved to Prague? Oops, sorry, I didn't see that guy. It's just AI.
you mean if you already said why you moved to Prague?
No,
or?
I didn't mention that I moved to Prague. So I moved to Prague, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I stopped at the moment when I was I met Indie Studios. I was working for them free time during my studies, and then I graduated. So that was the next step after graduation. Now I'm gonna do the watch look. Oh, okay. Wait, that was a wrong button. Oh, the button system here is so amazing. So yeah, after graduation, I decided to move to Prague, Czech Republic, because actually I'm not fully German. I'm actually half German, half Czech. My mom was German, my dad is Czech, and I never learned Czech in my life, and I never lived there. But I was in Prague before a few times, and I fell in love with the city, and I thought I really want to move to, at some point in my life, I want to move to Prague. I want to learn the language, kind of discover my origins or something. And I want to have a job in game development. And that's what happened.
All right.
So I'm here now.
All right. I'm sure we will.
Since
maybe.
March 2020. 2 weeks later, everything went into lockdown. And there was not so much about exploration and living your life anymore, but yeah, I still worked. I had to work at SES, which was great, and I survived the Corona time. And well, now I think since June or something, Corona is a little bit more chill, and since then, I'm exploring the city, having friends. being outside, traveling again, stuff like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But I still have one question in mind that I'm then trying to remember as best as I can. Because you were talking about your studies, like you were studying psychology,
Yes.
which is something that I would say is not very connected with creating video games or game design. Maybe it is. Actually, I can imagine that it might be helpful
Yeah, you
somehow.
would be surprised.
Yeah.
I was
And,
surprised.
but like, how did you exactly go from psychology to did you play video games or?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a gamer. I'm actually PC gamer. I'm not so good with consoles because the controls are confusing me. If I'm trying, I played Horizon at some point, and I really love this game. And the only reason I kept playing it is because I loved it so much. But actually, I had a lot of problems because I'm just so bad in using the consoles. When I wanted to like walk around or like jump, when I wanted to walk around, instead I jumped out and the monster would discover me and rage on me. So it created a couple of problems. Or when I wanted to go like forward, I don't know, like for some reason the control didn't work and I was walking towards the wall, or I fall off. With Mario Kart, I always fall off the roads. That's why I hate Mario Kart, because I'm so bad with the controls that I keep dying and I just keep killing myself. Same with Super Smash Bros. By the way. So with all these games, great console games, but I'm not so good with the controls. So I'm just very much into PC games. It's a lot better for me to handle.
All right, and that is why when you had the opportunity to like,
in a way, like I think I remember actually the moment when I made that choice. I thought, will I continue to study, or will I stop here and do something else? And then I actually made consciously this decision. I remember I was laying in bed and I was thinking, okay, I'm deciding I will stop after I graduate. And what should I do? Well, I'm good with organizing events. I've done that in the Netherlands as a side job, as like a to have some more money as a student. And I thought I can always go back to that if Plan B doesn't work, or like Plan A doesn't work. And I thought, like, well, what else could I do? And then I was thinking, well, I love video games. I love playing video games. I love being a nerd. Why not looking behind the curtains of how video games are being made? And then I thought, okay, well, I have no contacts, I have no experience, no education. I pretty much have absolutely nothing, but I will try. And that's how I kind of looked for this contact that sent me to the Dutch Game Garden in the Netherlands. And there I went into an incubation program, and from that point on I kind of got into the industry. Then I was also visiting lots of conferences, like Gamescom and White Nights conference, and with this you get a lot of, first of all, network, and you talk with a lot of people, and you kind of do like the reality check. What actually means to be a game developer. It's not just playing all day, obviously, what the outside world thinks that we're doing, but it's actually systematically following production line. It's actually very, not that easy. And I met so many. I thought he would be passing by.
That's the first crash of today.
Yes, first crash of the day. I met so many amazing, talented people. And something that I noticed about the game development industry is, like, it doesn't really matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is, what race you're from, whatever. The thing that matters is your skills. So as long as you work hard and you show people what you can do, that's how you earn respect. And the second thing is, so people are very like, have no judgment really against each other. At these conferences, you like other industries, you see people in suits. At game developer conferences, you see people literally wearing jeans and a shirt from a metal band, or comics, or game-related T-shirts, or I see plenty of Rick and Morty T-shirts at a conference, and that's how they go to their meetings as well. So this is already saying a lot about the mentality. So I kind of fell in love with the mentality and the work feel of this industry. And I said, yes, I'm gonna give it a try. And so I went to the Dutch Game Garden, I worked with the indies, and I said like, yes, this is my place. This is where I'm supposed to be. And yeah, that's my choice. I'm gonna go into game development. And then I was applying for jobs in Prague, and SES Software was, the company that agreed to have me.
Yeah, that is actually the next question, because you already mentioned that you started in March
2020.
3 years ago. It was anniversary 2 months ago.
Yes, I had 3 years anniversary.
And you didn't bring any cakes to the office?
Oh, I actually did. I brought cookies. I made a post.
Nobody told me.
I made cookies.
How dare they?
I put it in our chat, and there were people coming there that I've never seen before that got a cookie, but they had to tell me their name first, because I want to know who's eating my cookies. But I got the feedback that the cookies were really good, and they were really happy about it. And I was very happy about the cookies as well.
Fair. All right. And okay, so we started in March, and so what made you kind of interested in SES, or were you just like applying to other companies as well, and somehow SES worked out, or what was the process?
So you want all my secrets now. Well, actually, I've been at the Gamescom, and I met someone from SES there, and then we just went one time for lunch, walked around the office, and I was already interested, I think, and he introduced me to the HR, and she said like, oh, hey, good to know, nice to meet you, what's your ideas? And then the application phase started after that, so I was like following up with emails and calls and stuff. I also applied to one other company, but they were mainly interested in Czech-speaking people. So that's how it did not work out. But in SES, they accepted me even though I didn't speak Czech and only English, and apparently that was sufficient.
Yeah, that's
good enough for them.
That's really cool, because I think that's the way forward. Just accept people from around the world who maybe not necessarily can speak Czech, but as you said, pretty much as you said, if they have the passion and kind of if they try, then why not take a look into them, right? So that's really interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of how I ended up at SES Software, and I actually started off as a map designer.
Oh, that's my next question. Perfect. Yeah.
So we had this whole process of, as a map designer, I had to do some tests, and I was really working hard, teaching everything myself. I was watching endlessly hours of YouTube explanatory videos to teach myself at least the basics, and then make the things that were asked from me as good as possible. And of course there were some things that I didn't know, like the dimensions and the distances, stuff like this. But I worked very hard on some details. So I think one of the reasons that they accepted me was because I was very detail oriented, And if you look nowadays at our game, there are so many tiny details that just create this special feeling. Like, it's not all copy paste, right? But it's every map designer is consciously putting this house there, or making this little flower place, or choosing this vegetation over the other one, and then they put like little details into the vegetation so it looks like a lot of variation. So there's a lot of work in the DLCs, and a lot of personal touch. I kind of think that every map designer has a little bit their own style, I guess, but it's not very noticeable because, of course, with all the experience and talking with your colleagues and stuff, you're kind of trying to have a uniform feel and look. But I still believe that every map designer has their own little things, like maybe there's a girl that likes to put like these flowers there, and the guy wouldn't think about that. He would put bushes there instead. I don't know. I'm just saying something, but that's just a thought of mine.
Yeah. Okay, that's. Yeah.
And after a year, I felt like, okay, I loved the experience of the map design, but this is not necessarily for me, because I'm a very problem-solving oriented person. I like to have complex tasks and to talk with people and solve problems or teamwork with other people from other departments. And in map design, you're just working, just you yourself. Mm-hmm. You're working on this. Maybe you're talking with the researcher department to ask something more, but it's pretty much just you and your map. I'm incredibly happy and thankful for the possibility to switch into game design.
And you said this was after how?
1 year. After a year, approximately, okay. I got the chance to join our. Am I still driving right? Our game design department, which is all of these things. Like, it's complex tasks, is never the same, which also kind of throws you into cold water. Sometimes you have to just figure something out by yourself from scratch, and you don't really know how to approach it, but you just try something, and then your team lead is like checking it and be like, okay, so this direction is good. Maybe we can try something like this better. Then at some point you have some repeating tasks that are still fun and still asking creativity, and also have a little bit of research aspect to it. Like, let's say the events, all of the events that I'm designing, I have to research about the state. So actually, with this, I'm learning a lot about the states in US, and to be honest, I only know the states that I worked on. I know there are other states in US, but don't ask me where they are and how do they look like, or what's there. But I do know fun facts because of all this research. I know fun facts about the other states. For some time. I will forget about the fun facts after some time, probably. But I'm learning something about the places that I am designing these events for, and with this is also the research function. But also I'm making the schedule, and then I'm kind of I'm following the production process of the event, and I have to communicate with plenty of other departments and give them information or make sure they have everything that they need. And so this also has production aspects to it. And this mixture of game design, the creativity, the research, plus the production is something that works very well with my skills. as well, and my interest.
All right, and there was a very good question in the chat earlier, and it's kind of my next question. You don't really have to go into detail because I mean it's been 3 years. But can you recall the projects that you were working on as map designer and then as a game designer?
So all of the projects or just map design projects?
I mean, you can start with the map design and then we can talk about the game design.
Well, with the map design, I remember I was involved in... 1 second, just checking that there's no one this time. I was involved in some reskin project first, I think. And that was kind of also partially a trial that if it wouldn't look good, then it's not the worst thing that it won't stay in the game. But if it looks great, then they will keep it. But at the same time, you can just try out a little bit and test it a bit and try out the functions and solve the tasks that you've been told to put there and stuff. And I do remember the 2 big projects. I worked on Iberia, and I was very excited for Iberia because I thought, like, I love Spain. I love all the Iberian countries. Working on Iberia is going to be awesome. But it turns out it was actually extremely difficult because Iberia is a place that has a lot of, like, not a lot of mountains, a lot of flatland. And it's extremely challenging to get rid of the pop-ups in the map. So pop-ups is when I'm driving here right now, for example, and on the right there is a tree and everything, all the buildings that come behind the tree, they are being hidden by the tree. So when I pass it, now the building is visible, like this bridge. So the bridge wasn't visible until like a minute ago, and it was hidden behind the trees. So it can pop up, it can appear in the map behind the trees, and then I won't see it as a pop-up, but it just feels like this bridge has always been there. And map designers do that to save how do you call that in an easy way, to save process or something, so you don't see as many things. Okay, there was a pop-up, I don't know if you've seen that, but so something like that you don't put all of the objects at once into the map, because that would be way too much for your PC to process, and you should just put it there or let it appear once you're getting closer and you will actually be able to see it. And that's one of the lessons that I learned during the map design as well. Mm-hmm. So with that, it was very challenging to do the Iberia because, you had no mountains and no hills to hide things in the back behind. So, yeah. And there were not that many, like, there were some trees, but it's like maybe here or something, I don't know. So it was quite challenging. I remember that still. And the second project was Austria. I remember that. Mm-hmm. But shortly after, I switched to game design, and there the projects, I think one of the... Right, just checking. Okay. Still not going that easy with the movement. I think... What was the first event that I worked on? I think actually it might have been... Was it Iberia or was it Montana? I think I was on Iberia. I was just watching what my colleague was doing. Mm-hmm. And like kind of making notes or something, and he introduced me to it and walked through with me through every step, and that was very, very helpful. And after that, so I definitely worked on Montana, but also assisting. I worked on Christmas assisting, and I think I don't know if Montana was already where I was doing a little bit more, but definitely Valentine. I think Valentine event was my first event that I did alone, and Texas as well. Though Valentine was this year, yeah, Texas was in November. So Texas was my first, my first project where I had to do on my own. If I needed some help, of course I can ask, but generally that all responsibility to produce the whole event was on me. And then Valentine event was the second one, and I came up with the thing. Oh, I think I missed an exit.
Did you miss?
I think I missed an exit.
Yeah, because
I didn't notice.
600 miles. What's additional 100 or something?
Oh, I only have 370 miles to go. I'm almost there. Halfway.
But yeah, just to sum it up for people, just so they understand, right now your responsibilities are virtually mostly World of Truck events, right?
Also, I'm also doing the Steam achievements. I'm also doing the spotlights. I'm also doing a couple of other tasks that I cannot talk about yet. That are a bit more coming out of from necessity. Like we see something, oh, we need that, and then I'm gonna work on this. But there are also these repeating tasks, like the spotlights are repeating, Steam achievements are repeating, and events are repeating, and I'm doing that a lot.
All right, and yeah. So I guess that's a good response about your current responsibilities. I would say. Not sure if you want to add anything else to it. But
I remember that you asked what's the connection between psychology? Is there any connection between psychology and game development? And I would not have thought that back then when I was studying, but actually I learned lots of things, like also theory, but also soft skills. Like we had to systematically read articles, dissect them, analyze them, and draw conclusions. And not just with articles and researches, papers, but also we had statistics, a lot of statistics. I think 30-40% of the study was statistics. Oops. Up. Yep, I was a bit too slow with braking. Is this still my lane? I think so. Not fully,
doing good.
But I have to go to the right as
okay.
well. I don't like the view here.
At least there's no damage, so you're fine.
No damage, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in a way, there are definitely parallels. Definitely things that I learned during my studies that helped me. But also hard skills, like we did these researches, and that's the first thing that I was doing with the indie studios. I was doing playtest management, because you make a new game, you want to have these playtest rounds, and then you have questions about them, and you want to have the questions systematically, and you want to have results, and then you have information, and you can use it to improve your thing, and then you have follow-up questions. That's something that I did as well, and that was kind of like the research that we had to do during the psychology study, but a little bit not that empirical, of course, less pro.
It's really interesting.
What else? Oh, and the game design actually is also partially based on psychology. So, for example, user interface, a user experience, it's everything that's connected to people, how people experience something, how people understand things, what feels intuitive, what feels not. That's also connected to psychology. And let me not even start on gamification, because gamification is absolutely psychological. I even learned about gamification during my studies, and recently I had to talk about that and looked it up a little bit again, and I was reminded of all these psychological things like the extrinsic motivation, intrinsic motivation, to call some difficult words here. But yeah, so psychology is more connected to game development than one might think. But on the other hand, if you just think about it, like, of course it must be connected, because it's games that people make for other people, and psychology is all about people's processes and behavior and their minds and such things.
It's really interesting, and somebody says in the chat that apparently my facial expression was like, I don't understand this, I should have learned psychology. But no, it's actually like my facial expressions were like, it's really interesting to hear about this stuff. It's very cool, and there is much more to games than it's visible on the first glance. So
definitely.
It's very interesting to hear about this, but time flies. Honestly, we've been live for like 45 minutes already, and time's just, I don't know where it went. But yeah, so we still have a couple of questions left. The thing is, the question about what you are currently working on is a very difficult question, because I mean, we can't just probably say anything. So
I can just say generally what I'm currently working on is an event again, and on some Steam achievements, and what else? I think that's the two main things that just started. Yeah, event connected.
All right, yeah, that's well, let's leave it at that. I would say. But yeah, there's one more question here, because I don't know, we've already sort of answered the question about like what you like about your project when you were talking about like doing the research about the state. So I at least assume that is what you like the most about your projects, or?
No, I do have to admit the things that I personally like the most is like being the research is just so I can produce things. I can come up with ideas. So for example, with Texas, I searched for what's typical animals in Texas, or what's the gemstone of Texas, and what's the whatever the history, their flags mean, stuff like this. And then, but the fun thing is to come up with the rewards. And then I think for me the most fun part is to work with other people, like communicating with other people to I don't know, ask them, like, right, for the rewards, for example, I'm doing the research, then the brainstorm, then I come up with some ideas and I present the ideas, and then you give that to your artists, to your graphic designers as well sometimes, but mainly the vehicle artists have to deal with that. And I'm working a lot with one that's doing a great job, if I can call her name, like Wolfga is doing a great job, and Michal, I'm working a lot with these two people when I'm working on the event, on the rewards. And then it's really, really cool to see what they come up with just some brainstorm, right? And then they come up with something super cool and beautiful, and that kind of really fits as well to us. Just checking, yeah, no one behind me. And hey, another purple one. Look at this.
Yeah, somebody said it in the chat, and I just realized. So, like, I assume, or I'm not sure if you said it, I assume you picked the paint job color because of the hair, and I just realized. What do you know? Like,
I said that in the beginning.
I said it. I totally misheard the entire thing, and I'm just like looking at the TV we have there, and I'm like, you have a purple hair.
Really? Now you
just
now you
noticed.
realize
Like
you were still stressed out about all these technical issues.
It's been almost
from the
an hour.
beginning.
No, it's just I don't have any hair, so I don't look at the hair of other people. That must be it. Yeah, but well.
Just to show off again.
One of those days. Yeah. I just realized like it's almost been an hour. But yeah.
Oh, wrong direction.
But I think we
Yeah.
covered pretty much everything nicely. We covered the past, present, I
And
suppose.
kind of the present of my work or what I'm doing in my outside of work.
I suppose we covered it, or
Well, if my free time is just work, then I covered it. Well, kind of true as well.
I mean,
but
I'm not
I
sure.
didn't really.
I'm not sure if you want to talk about like your. Well, I don't know if I should call it like side projects. I don't know. It's just I know that you are organizing like an event, which is happening in Prague for the developers from time to time.
One event.
Yes.
I just organized one event. Okay.
I mean, there's been like.
So I'm actually for everyone being game developer or interested in game development, you are very welcome to visit us in Prague sometime, because I'm actually organizing events for game developers or the ones who want to be every month in Prague. So every month we have a free event usually where people are welcome to check out the Czech industry. And we do that to, like, first of all, build a community here in Czech Republic, and second of all, to also show off the companies that we have here. We have so many really cool companies that made incredible games that are kind of known, but it's not really known who made them, and it's especially not known that it's coming from Czech Republic. And I think more people should see how cool we are. Czech Republic is cool. They make amazing things.
Yeah, and that's really cool to hear that you are trying to bring people together, in the gaming industry around here, which I think is always important to kind of be aware of each other and be friends. But I think unless you want to add anything else to like your present work, present times, I still have one question here, which is about the future. Like, what would you like to see in our games in the future?
I'm not sure, actually. I do like that we come up with new places and everything gets more beautiful. So the funny thing is that SCS is hiring more people, and we kind of thought, okay, it's because to decrease the workload to others, or to make events or DLCs, to make DLCs be produced faster. But the actual thing is that because our engine gets more and more complex, and there's more and more details being added, and more things by the day that are being improved, there's going more time into making these DLCs. So with the new people, we can kind of just compensate for the extra time that the higher quality is asking for. And that's something that I'm excited about, that we have this game, but it doesn't stop here, right? We're like constantly working on it. Like, even, why is this so fast? We're constantly working on improving, and I love how the company is also taking into account the community. As far as I know, community is being taken care of very serious. Everything being read, emails are being sent to the CEO. CEO is sending interesting suggestions to the whole game design team. So these are things that I'm excited that we have this and it's going this way. That's
All
kind
right.
of neat, I believe.
All right.
Which
yeah.
also, it kind of makes sense why we have a community that's so big and that's so engaged with this game. Of course, it's ETS is there for ETS2 is there for more than 25 years, so there's the time plays a role as well. But on the other hand, just by listening to your community and treating them well, I guess the logical result is into people like being hyped about it and being nice and helping out in the forums as well.
All right.
That's a pretty cool thing. I think that's pretty amazing. Not everyone, not every bigger studio has that.
That's good. Yeah, and I think we covered everything and pretty much the interview questions, the main questions, and now we are left with only the rapid fire questions, which are, I suppose, one word responses will do. There's no need to talk about them too much. It's just like this or that or favorite this, and you will just immediately respond. And
Oh,
that will be.
I'm not allowed to think about it?
I mean, you can think about it, but it's just like it's a rapid fire for a reason. So can we start?
Yeah, let's try.
All right. So first question: do you prefer ATS or ETS2?
ATS.
All right. Why?
Because I worked more on these ATS events and
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
okay.
All right.
I love the ETS as well. I worked on ETS as a map designer, and I like that we're making Europe and it's so diverse. But I don't know, for some reason, maybe because I'm just more part of the ATS game, because I'm working on all these events, that I'm right now more hyped for ATS, because I'm like, oh, this DLC is out. I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna drive around so I get my own rewards or something like that.
All right. Second question: which truck is your favorite?
I wouldn't know.
All of them. You have to say all of them.
All of them. I love
Perfect.
them all.
Amazing. Good response. Good response. So next question: which DLC is your favorite?
Yeah, it must be Texas, I guess. So far, I guess it's Texas, because it's incredibly big. There's so much work and time that got into it, so much love. It's improved a lot, and I worked on Texas event, so I'm invested in it. Therefore, I'm a little bit more hyped about it than the DLCs that I didn't work on.
All right. Do you prefer driving in with interior or exterior camera?
Interior, except if I'm parking, then I drive exterior.
Okay, and that's actually the next question. Do you prefer hard or easy parking?
Depends. I actually like the challenge of the hard parking, so I sometimes do that when I have time. But if things have to go fast, then I do the easy parking. But I never skip parking, because I think like easy parking is gonna be literally easy, and you're gonna lose XP and money for not putting another extra 5 seconds in there.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm German. I like to be efficient.
All right. The next question is, I love this question. It's just so random, and every time I have to ask it, it's just hilarious. So the question is, what is the first thing that you do every morning?
Snooze.
It's a good response.
I guess. And then checking my phone, and then brushing my hair,
All right.
because I have a lot of hair to brush.
All right. Yeah. Real issues.
Yep. You don't You cannot relate, huh?
No, I can't.
No.
I feel very fortunate. All right. Next question. Your favorite food is sushi, right?
Oh, yes.
I remember. Would
That's
you
awesome.
look at that? Totally on fire today. Yeah, I remember because you mentioned it. I don't know
Last
actually.
time. Last.
It wasn't the
stream.
last time. It was the stream before
Wasn't it
that.
during Valentine?
Wasn't it like the very first stream that you were here? And I remember you
I
said
don't know.
sushi
Maybe
because
someone from the chat remembers. Someone who watched all the streams and remembers just everything.
I think it was the very first one that you were here. Because yeah, I love sushi as well, and that's why I remember you said sushi because we were talking about food. So yeah, the next question was favorite food, but I know that it's actually sushi. What do you know? Amazing.
Awesome.
But
so great.
favorite drink, I don't know.
Vodka tonic, if it's allowed to be alcoholic. If not, that's difficult. I like orange juice, and I found out since I live in Czech Republic in Prague, they have these magnesium water, and you have the blue bottles, but you have the red bottle, and the one magnesium water with the raspberry, the malina. I really love that stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right.
Okay.
Favorite music?
That's a difficult one. I only have music that I really dislike. So I dislike everything, like all the pop music played on the radio. It's getting really annoying. But I love music like, oh, I have to wait here. I love music like Queen and Elton John as much as I love Rammstein and Iron Maiden. But I also love Backstreet Boys, like 90s music, because I kind of just grew up in there. And if you have a moment of I want to listen to just lots of guilty pleasures, then I love that too. And also singer-songwriter music. So I love German. I found a couple of German singer-songwriter artists that are really incredibly good, as well as Dutch ones. And I found some Czech ones as well. I like Czech music actually. I think one of my favorite bands from Czech Republic is Vypsana Fixa. And what else? So I like pretty much a lot, like 80s rock, metal music, and the softer stuff, R&B. I like Billie Eilish as well. And that's
so everything. Sounds like everything.
No, not everything.
Almost everything.
I don't like Schlager.
Okay.
If you know, is that just a German word or is it understandable in English as well? So it's this old people music.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of country music, and I really hate pop music. I hate Katy Perry and I hate Rihanna. So if you ever play that, then you're not my friend anymore.
All right.
And it's not the dare.
Good to know.
Yes.
Good to know this warning. Favorite movie?
Very difficult. There are so many good movies. I can only say a few good ones. So, for example, one of my favorite is Lucky Number 11, and Pulp Fiction. But I also loved How to Train a Dragon. So it kind of really depends on my mood and the music in specific. The movie. Generally, I seem to have a tendency to really like dramas, like good movies that have a lot of things you have to think about, and there's a lot of things happening.
Those were all good choices, though. The one that you named, so good examples. Favorite video game of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a difficult question as well. If I have to choose, I would go for Zelda. Right now I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I really super in love with this game. But I also extremely love Terraria. I have like over 300 hours or 400 hours, I don't remember. Was it 600? I don't remember. I have a lot of hours in Terraria. And I also loved Life is Strange and the Horizon games. So these are kind of my favorites.
All right.
But I also played a lot of League of Legends actually when I was younger.
Very, very toxic?
No,
were you
no,
yelling at people?
I was actually the person. You have to imagine me being a young person studying psychology and then in the evening playing League of Legends and people are toxic. I was the one trying to educate people and be like, don't say that, or I don't know. I remember I had longer discussions with like these little kids who said something really bad, like everyone should die or you should die, whatever. I don't know, something like that. Oh, I don't have to. I have to go here. That's interesting. Navigation told me to take this one, but I could have taken the other one, which
It's
was
always
better.
the navigation.
Always the navigation.
Yeah, evil GPS.
Yeah, so I was rather trying to help people or something, or trying to get them to chill out. But at some point I just figured it's best to just play with your friends, and I made a lot of friends. Because I'm not toxic. online friends, and then we were playing League of Legends together.
That's nice. Next question was, so placed... Yeah?
By the way, we made it.
Yeah, we did.
We made it.
What do
I'm
you know?
here.
So you can pick hard parking and we will be here for the next hour.
Where do I... It's not here, it's
No,
next
the next.
one.
I think it's the next. Yeah.
Especially, it's hard parking and it's dark. I don't see...
Oh yeah, you can just cheat it.
Can I?
You can just do the cheated time, if you remember. Oh, it's there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It's so nice.
So enlightening.
Cheats, yeah, just like real life. Oh wait, now it's gonna be, might be problematic. Can I make it? I think I can make it. Wait. Let's see. And I'm making it.
Calculated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All under control.
Look at this beautiful purple truck. Don't you just love how he's shining in the... Oh, wrong direction. Don't you just love how he's shining in this light?
Yeah, and the truck that perfectly fits with the hair, which I totally knew from the start. Yeah.
Fun fact, I was at a hairdresser yesterday.
Was it just for the stream or?
No, it was because I like having purple color, but the more you wash your hair, the more the color is getting out, and at some point it's becoming a pink, like a very bright pink, and at some point like a pastel pink.
Oh.
And I was at the moment that I had like very shiny bright pink. And this is okay generally, but I just like purple more than pink, and I felt like it's time to go back to purple. So
I mean, it looks good. Chet, do you agree? Does the hair look good? Everybody's just gonna say yes.
I look like my truck. Check that. Can I go closer to my truck?
Everybody says yes. Somebody says that it's actually purple of Twitch. That's true.
It's the Twitch purple?
Yeah, somebody says Twitch purple. So
it's also the Game Gear purple.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Did you?
Oh yeah. Wait.
Select it.
I was about to. So you want me to do the hard one?
Yeah. Go for it.
Look, this is your choice. What you're always doing.
No, I do the hard one and then skip it halfway through.
Of course, that's better. Choosing something and then giving up halfway.
It's not giving up. Hey, you know what they say? You're not trying if you're not cheating, so.
Exactly.
But this is gonna be easy, right?
We'll see about that.
But yeah, we
I've seen worse.
We asked pretty much all the questions, and I guess after the parking we can just can just say goodbyes, just like final message to the community, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Dramatic music production, dramatic music.
Is there something like that?
No, but that's actually not a bad idea at all.
Wait.
Imagine that.
Dum dum.
Yeah.
Dum, dum.
Yeah, exactly.
Dum,
Like
dum,
imagine,
dum, 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 dum.
imagine something like that whenever somebody is doing the hard parking on the stream.
I wonder if it really goes like that in real life. Could we have some people in the chat who are actually truck drivers? How you are usually doing this on?
I would. Somebody says you have to retry that it's not going to work.
Yeah, I think so too. But this is all my plan. Oh wait, wrong direction.
Another one says try again.
This is all calculated. It's all planned. Oh, why is it going back if I'm not even... It's just naturally going back. Oh yeah, because I'm not using the steering wheel. That's why. Wait, if I'm looking to the... Do I have to go this way? No, it was the other way. Okay. I'm getting closer, but not close enough. Okay. Wait, steering wheel.
No, the chat is trying to help you. They're saying,
can you
go back out to where you started. And now everybody is like there's like a bunch of messages and everybody is saying something different.
Well,
turn right to go left, left to go right.
Not sure if that's helpful, but I'm just trying something. But I do appreciate that they're helping a poor woman parking. Oh,
do it slower, somebody says.
That's what.
Yeah.
Can I think I still need to. I'm getting there.
Yeah, I mean, you
I'm
never
touching
know.
The line.
You never know, and this might actually work eventually.
Oh, wrong direction. This way. Yeah, it's somehow. Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying you can always press enter to skip.
No.
I'm just saying.
No,
okay.
never. I'm not giving up.
Okay, guys. 12 hours streaming coming. First SCS 12 hours or.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna get this thing more straight.
Yeah, you're doing it. Somebody says exactly. Move forward, make truck straight. Exactly. So this is good.
And now I have to wait. Do I go left steering wheel? No, right steering wheel.
Yeah. But I think it's too late now.
So I'm doing this, but then a lot later.
Yeah.
A lot earlier. I mean. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Turning too late. Yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
says too late.
Too late. Okay. Let's do that. Not right. Not totally straight, but I can. Wait. Can I? Okay, I have to go get it straight again somehow.
Yeah, you're gonna crash into the cars.
Yeah, I see that. I just want to bring it back to be straight. Oh wait, wrong direction. Yeah. Are we gonna have ever such a like bloopers episode with everyone trying to do the hard parking? Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
So people who do the hard parking challenge don't feel that bad?
No, it wouldn't be fun.
Failing?
No. Probably not. I mean, we recently released a video on our Twitter and Instagram, which was like how to say it. It was like a quick lesson on how to park. But it was honestly, in that video it was a much easier spot than this one. So
You told me it was easy.
I think you're doing good now. Like it's a little bit unconventional, but I think this is good.
Maybe more. I don't. Why can I not see from?
Yeah, I think this is gonna be good.
Oh.
I think even if it's not going to be 100%, maybe the game will be. The game will be kind to us.
I don't think so. Not like that. But I'm very close. I got super close. So can I maybe just go straight and then fix it like that?
Move forward. Yeah. Everybody says move forward.
Everybody says go left. Go right.
Pull forward and
Put your hands
straighten
out
out.
in the air.
And straighten out and then back.
I like how people are super helpful.
I mean, they're really trying. It's there's a lot of comments in the chat, so
I'm really trying to. Okay, but I have to be honest as well. My pride is a bit on a reputation here, because in real life, I actually got used to park very well because of this thing that people say, "Ooh, look at that." I had a green.
just go a bit forward, to turn left.
Yes, I'm gonna do
Go
that.
just a little bit forward. Yeah, and there you go. Stop.
No, it's not perfect yet.
No.
It's not perfect. So this is also okay. This is something that I'm doing in real life as well. I want to be parking perfectly because of the reputation that they say women cannot park, and I'm like, fuck that. I can park. I'm gonna show, but actually, in general, it's kind of true. Old women. Really
So
bad in
pointless.
parking. When I see someone parking really badly, I also say like, oh, that's probably a woman. Okay, I cannot help it. Actually, this is gonna be, yeah, it's bad. Oh, this is bad. It's not nice parking. Okay. I had my hands away. I did not accept this.
It was good. It was good. We did it.
Wow, look at that. I'm king of the road.
Yes.
And almost level 46.
Yes.
I got a lot of experience thanks to me.
But yeah, it's been it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun, but time just flew. We've been pretty much streaming for like 1 hour and 20 minutes now.
Oh, that's a long
Yeah,
stream.
that's a long
Are we
stream.
actually, or was it technical issues the first
No,
20
no,
minutes?
it's actually like since we started. I think we started like 1 hour and 20 minutes ago. So yeah, just
Wow.
just feel free to if you have any final message to the community, just
Does anyone has some important question that I didn't answer?
yes, that's a good point. Any questions? Any questions about Maggie's responsibilities at STS? Something that she can actually answer, something realistic, no questions about the new trucks or stuff like that, or UK rework.
I really like that how it's matching with that right there.
Yeah, and it's matching with the Twitch as well. Like, look, it's matching with our
Yeah, it is.
with our check mark.
Cool. Twitch should give me money for making my hair purple.
I don't think there's any. There are any questions that you can actually answer.
Okay.
I would say so.
Then I just come up with
There's something about like tuning DLC for MAN truck, but that's not really your thing, and we wouldn't even be able to say that. So,
Yeah, no, I cannot do anything about DLCs.
Yeah.
I'm working on events, not
But
the
yeah,
DLCs.
yeah, no, I would say no fitting questions. So we just have to do like. But does pineapple belong on pizza or not?
You ask it every time.
I do, but I want to hear it again. So, or no, not me, but somebody in the chat.
Of course, some person X
Yeah.
asked. It depends very much on everyone's individual preference.
Yeah.
That's a very diplomatic answer.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know. So generally, if you want to wrap it up.
I mean, there's just a question like how much are you looking forward to Oklahoma?
We're looking forward to it.
Good response. Yeah, it's good response. And yeah, we can
Yes,
wrap
of
it up.
course.
You can just say like final message to the community, and yeah, and we are good.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me, Darius. I hope you heard something interesting. You had fun tonight. Laughing about my parking efforts and one
Yeah, it was
crash.
good. Yeah,
Officially, it was just one
It was
crash.
only one. Yeah.
Yeah, I had fun. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be at SES. I would say if you ever think about your next place of destination that you want to visit, I absolutely can recommend Prague. It's a beautiful city. The beer is cheap. The people are fun, and we have a really cool game developer company here, and not just one, but many others. Thank you a lot for watching this, and I hope you like what we're doing, because we're putting a lot of hard work in it.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you for accepting the invite. Thank you for being a great guest.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope we are still live, because apparently my Wi-Fi here on the laptop is having some issues. But I'm just going to assume that we are live. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Even though I can't see your messages right now. Oh, it should be fine now. Okay. Thank you very much all for watching. As is always the case at the end of the streams, we are gonna bring all of you, and we're going to rate somebody.
I like how in the video now, the Twitch, there's my purple truck.
Wait,
so
I'm
cool.
gonna show you again. Hold on.
You see?
Yeah.
Here's the purple truck. It's the last video. I'm so happy with the paint job.
Good choice.
Cool. I made it a little bit bluish on the top. Right, it's visible. So it's like bluish shine. Oh.
But yeah, I think I know who to rate, because I said the last time that we were kind of looking for somebody who we haven't rated before, but I just recently spoke to Nightmare, and I think that his stream is great, so we're going to rate Nightmare_SE. Yeah, the rage starts.
I would have wanted a woman. Then there should be more women in the.
I mean, I recently
games.
also met somebody who is like a girl from Czech Republic who says that she's very passionate about truck simulators, but she's unfortunately not live right now. So maybe next time.
There's no woman live on who's streaming.
I mean, there probably are. It's just
or maybe someone else.
Some that I'm not aware of.
Does chat know any female streamers right now?
It's too late. It's too late.
Oh, it's too late. We're already
The raid is like
Okay.
on the way. So
Next time.
Next time.
I
promise.
For the next stream,
Yes.
you should remember I want a female raider.
Yes.
Female streamer.
Promise. Remind me next time, chat. Okay. So go say hi to Nightmare, and thank you again all for watching the stream. We hope you have enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Have a rest of the evening. Take care. See ya.
Bye.